my first update for Project Level Up. This is a project that was created by Sofie Alexandra, and I'll go ahead and I'll link her video or her intro video down below, as well as all the other ladies who are participating in this project. But basically what you're going to do is, it's a year-long project, and you randomly pick a palette that you want to work out of, an eyeshadow palette. And the goal is to, for the first level, is to use every single shade in that palette one time, as well as hit pan in one of the shadows. Once you complete those two goals, you move up or you level up to the second level. And then what you're going to do is randomly pick a different palette to bring in, and you're going to want to hit pan in two of the shades, as well as use every shade twice. And then after you do that, you're going to level up to the third level. You're going to pick a new palette to bring in, and then you want to go ahead and use all the shades 3 times, as well as hit pan in 3 of those shades. And you just keep moving up until level 5. I believe that there are a couple of people that are maybe going up to level 6, but Sophie's doing it up to level 5, and so that's what I'm going to go ahead and do. Is I'm going to stop at 5, and then after that I'm going to reset and then go back to level 1 again. And so you basically just do that throughout the year. One of the things that, as far as when I'm randomly picking the palettes, I know some are, like if they pick a palette that they really don't want to work out of, or if it's maybe similar colors to something they're already working on, then they're going to go ahead and put it back into rotation, I guess, and pick something else. I originally said that I wasn't going to do that, that whatever I landed on, that's what I'm going to work on, but there are a couple of palettes that it would be my luck to get. And it would be very hard to pan. I mean, one of them is a quad, so obviously if I happened to pick that on level 5, that just wouldn't work. But so it's going to be more of, I want to stick with really, if whatever I land on is what I want to use, but I am going to give myself that option that if I, for whatever reason, I don't want to use that palette or work on that palette, I do have the option just to put it back in rotation and then just pick something else. So for my level 1, I landed on the Lorac Mega Pro 2 palette. And again, I'll leave my intro down below. But I barely touched this palette. It was basically a brand new palette. I think maybe I swatched a few shades or maybe a few shades. But I mean, really, you know, you'll see in the picture that it was basically not even used. I am excited to say that I did reach both goals of hitting pan one of the shades, and I used every shade at least once. I will go ahead and post a picture somewhere in the screen as far as what my palette looked like when I first started this, as well as if I can find on my phone, because I try to be very mindful of taking pictures of my eye looks that I used using this palette. And also I will post a picture either towards the end of the video or somewhere in the video, what the palette looks like now, and then all the times that I used each shade, instead of me just saying it. But this is what the palette looks like right now. So this is after using it pretty close to a month. I mean, today's the 23rd that I'm filming this, and hopefully we'll get this uploaded today. But it's been, I can't remember actually when I started this, but I believe it was the beginning of the month. But I hit pan on this shade here, Forest, and I don't know what is going on with me, but I've been loving wearing the shade green. Normally, I mean, like I say, I love color. I am not afraid to wear color on my eyes, but I do normally gravitate towards purple. I love purple. I just love the way that it looks. I just love purple. But the past month or so, I've been wearing green, and I love like all just different shades of green, greens with purples, greens with like gold, and I've been loving the way that it looks. And I wanted to focus on a shade that I normally don't wear. And purple obviously would have been the easier option for me So since I've been on a little green kick, I'm like, well, let me go and work on this, focus on this forest shade, this dark green. And that's what I did. So it was actually pretty easy for me to hit pan on this. I really do love this palette. As you can see in the intro picture, it was barely touched. I maybe swatched it a few times or maybe used, I think, 2 or 3 of the shades, but on the whole, it was a brand new palette. These 3 shades right here, I used more as just to set my eye primer. These shades right here, I used for transitioning. And right here, there's some times that I went ahead and I combined them together as one shade. These 2 shades I used to deepen the outer corner. Forest, I did use to deepen the outer corner also underneath my eye, but I also used it to almost like a topper too. Like I would put maybe like eyeliner, like a green eyeliner, and then I would use it to smudge that eyeliner out. This bisque, I already talked about that, sorry. This shade I used as an eye topper, I believe, on my lid. This one, I'm trying to really think, because obviously I can't remember what I did. I can't remember what I did. And I really can't. But I basically use like the darker mattes as either transitioning shades or as outer corner type shades. Obviously the last 2 rows are all shimmers, so I use those on my eyelid, or I would use them to mute out like a darker shade. The blue quartz, I think I use it underneath. I think I used that underneath, or maybe I used that as a outer corner. Again, I can't remember. I'll have to look at my little pictures. Like I said, I tried taking pictures of everything. But I did really enjoy using this palette. I love, like I mentioned, I believe in the intro, I love how Lorac has the 2 mattes rows and then the 2 shimmer rows. Really, you don't have to get anything else other than what's in here, because everything here is can be used together. So it was very, very enjoyable to use. I'm sort of sad that I'm putting it back, but I'm excited to see what I'm going to pick next for my level 2. So if you tuned in on my intro, I said a whole long thing about the stupid app, how I messed up with the tiny decisions of the wheel thing. I literally had to put in my eye palettes and my eye singles 3 times, but I got it. So I do have, for my eye palettes, my little old school bag as backup in case I do need that. But we're going on to level 2. Let me open up my little wheel app. I'm so excited. It's so exciting to look at it and know that it's still there and wasn't deleted. Alright, so here's my app. Let's see what we land on. I do like though how the other wheel had like the little noise. Okay, so this is the Cargo Northern Lights. Hopefully you can see that. That is a new palette that I'll be rolling in. So give me a minute and let me go get that palette. Alright, so here is the Cargo Northern Lights eye palette. I have never used this palette. It's pretty much a brand new palette to me, even though I've had it in my stash for a very long time. But you can tell that it's never been used. So these are the shades, and looking at this real quick, I don't see any mattes. So that makes me a little bit nervous. Because I do like palettes that, at least have some mattes in it that I can use as transition shades. But I guess in a way, it doesn't really matter, I guess, because I can go ahead and use something else from another palette. But yeah, these all look like either shimmers or satins. There's some very, very pretty colors in here, like this blue, that's a very pretty shade. Obviously, this Finland is like a goldy shade. This here, Aurora, it looks like a nice like rose type of a shade. So the colors are very pretty. I like the colors. It's just, I'm not familiar. I mean, I have some of Cargo palettes, but I don't really remember how they perform. I don't know or remember if it takes a while to, like, you know, like hit pin in them, because I know that I have not hit pin in any of those palettes that I have. Let alone, I don't think I've even really, I think I maybe used a couple of them, but I just don't know how long it's going to take me. So this one makes me a little bit worried. I know, like with the Lorac shadows, they are more softer, the formula and everything, but these I don't really know. So yeah, if you have experience with the Cargo, please let me know. Alright, so I did some quick swatches. So this first row over here is on this arm. Oh gosh, I stink at these swatches. I haven't done swatches in a very long time, so hopefully let me get out of the way so you can see. These are horrible. I will work on the swatches for next time. But these are the first row. And not that you can see because these swatches stink, but this Aurora shade, which is like that rosy color, that's very, very pretty. I like that. And even this Caspian Sea, I like those two shades. So this one, this one, and this one I really like. And on my other one, I did this one better, but I did it upside down. So this row, I know I'm all over the place, just bear with me, is this right here. But you gotta look at it opposite. I should have done it opposite. And on this hand, the Finland and the Reindeer I really like, which is this goldy, bronzy shade and this like reddish shade right here. It has like brown to it though. I like it. So yeah, this is going to be a huge challenge. That's definitely for sure. But I'm excited to use it. This video is much longer than I wanted it to be. So wish me luck. If you guys are doing this challenge, let me know so I can come and watch your video. As well as put you or add you to the other ladies who are doing this. But yeah, go check them out. And I will see you on the next update. This is going to be a hard one, but I'm excited about it. So let me know what you guys are up to as far as what projects you guys are working on. I would love to hear. And until the next video, I hope you guys have a blessed day. Bye guys. Mwah.